Hey Prison Break fans, thanks for tuning in to EskimoTV. I'm your host Jason Escamilla, and today we're going to be talking about Prison Break Season 5, Episode 7, Wine Dark Sea. Alright, this episode was way better than the last one. I felt like they could have really just skipped over the last one. The only things, like I said in my previous review, that happened is that the CIA agents got out and Michael got hurt at the end of the episode. Which was important in this episode because it was important for Sarah to come help. Our suspicions about Jacob being Poseidon were confirmed to be true, and the way in which they decided to show us that I think was done really well. The defining moment is when Michael is swiping through Sarah's phone, which, by the way, she showed him one picture. He wasn't supposed to go swiping through the rest of her photos. You know, he's the jealous type. He's trying to see, you know, what else is Sarah up to. But anyways, besides that, crazy that he did do that, because we learn that the person that Sarah's been living with is Poseidon himself, the same person that took Michael's life away. One problem I have with Jacob being Poseidon is he lets homegirl shoot him. Alright, if I'm a bad guy, I don't want anyone shooting me. I don't care if I'm trying to cover up a story. Like, do it another way. Have the girl shoot and it miss him, or him retaliate. I don't know, just I didn't feel like that was a good enough reasoning, and it was one of the only conflicts that I had with him being Poseidon, is why would he let this agent shoot him? But I guess he just wanted to cover up his story, and it was a good move on the writers because it made us have a problem with him being Poseidon. That was my main issue with that. Now, one of the questions that I have about Jacob is he's been in a relationship with Sarah for a significant amount of years, and obviously initially when he decided to go and live with her, it was for his own reasons. With him working with Michael, he wanted to probably, in my opinion, keep tabs on Sarah to make sure that Sarah was not coming into contact with Michael. But with anyone that you talk to for that many years, I would imagine that some real feelings develop.
There may be something there that wasn't there before.
I'm wondering if Jacob at all cares about Sarah getting hurt, if he's actually willing to hurt the kid. If I had to guess, I would say that there are some genuine feelings there, but because he's a crazy person, he probably is willing to hurt these people because he's trying to carry out his overall mission that he's had from the beginning. However, I'm not sure. It's one of the things that I'm wondering. Let me know what you think about that. On the Michael side of things, after Sarah completes the blood transfusion, the group turns to Sucre for help to try and get a boat back home.
I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat! Everybody look at me, 'cause I'm sailing on a boat!
And things don't go according to plan, and the group has to escape. They come up with the plan with Sucre, and he pretends that he's been tied up and doesn't have a relationship with these people. He knocks the owner of the ship out, and the group escapes just in time before the whole ship explodes. Lots of action. Who's gonna come to their rescue now that they're out and don't have a plan to get home? Those are some of the questions that I have on the Michael side of things. That's pretty much all that happened with the Michael side of things. It was a lot of action. There's not a lot of curiosities that developed from that other than how are they going to get home. There's a lot more things that we're wondering on the Sarah side of things as far as how she's going to get out of the situation with Poseidon / Jacob. Now that she's lost leverage, what is she going to do? Who's she going to turn to? What is Jacob going to maybe make her do in order for her to keep her son safe? Find out next time on Prison Break, and if you enjoyed this review, like this video, subscribe to EskimoTV, and you can definitely look forward to episode 8 review next week. In this review, we're going to be talking about how crazy it was that Sarah's blood type was the same as Michael's. Stop, your face behind the camera made me laugh. In this review, we're going to be talking about how crazy it was that Sarah's blood type was the same as Michael's, why Sucre goes by Sucre instead of Fernando. Oh my gosh, why can't I do it? Every time I do it, I get a little further because I'm like over it. In this review, we're going to be talking about how crazy it was that Sarah's blood type was the same as Michael's, why Sucre goes by Sucre instead of Fernando, and the main thing that I was wondering was, how old is Michael's son?